Linux not be the most widely used operating system, but it's certainly catching up to Windows 11. While a laptop supporting Linux was a rare sight a few decades ago, many laptop manufacturers have started embracing this open source operating system. You can even find laptops that run Linux straight out of the box. Factor in the staggering number of laptops that can easily double boot Linux and Windows 11, and you might have difficulty picking a new laptop for your favorite Linux distro. So, I've handpicked some of the best laptops that can flawlessly run Linux to help you narrow down your options. So, ready to discover the best laptop for Linux in 2024. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. System76 Data Pro. Lightweight OS in a lightweight chassis. System76 is a relatively obscure brand that may not be as mainstream as Dell, Lenovo, or HP, but it excels at manufacturing laptops and desktops optimized for Linux. The Data Pro is a part of System76's ultra-portable lineup, and it certainly lives up to the name. For $1,249, you'll get the base model that's powered by the Intel Core i5 1340p CPU. Although this 12-core, 16-thread processor is more than enough for everyday tasks, those who need more horsepower can upgrade to the i7 1360p, which packs the same core and thread count, but bumps the turbo clock speed to 5 GHz. The display is one aspect where the laptop is somewhat lacking, as you only get a 15.6-inch 1920 by 1080 screen. The laptop is portable enough to be carried on your travels. Battery life is also pretty solid on the Data Pro, with System76 promising up to 9 hours of battery backup. Additionally, you get the option to pick between Pop!OS and Ubuntu if you choose to configure the laptop from System76's website. While Ubuntu is the de facto leader of Linux distributions, Pop!OS is a good alternative if you want a different experience. In terms of ports, the laptop comes with 2 USB Type-A ports, a hybrid headphone, a microphone jack, a microSD card reader, an HDMI connection, an Ethernet socket, and 2 USB Type-C ports, one of which supports Thunderbolt connectivity. All in all, the Data Pro is worth buying if you want a compact and portable Linux laptop that can get the job done. Number 4. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 11, a solid Linux-compatible laptop for professionals. Lenovo's ThinkPad lineup is designed for productivity, so no surprise to see a ThinkPad make an appearance under the category of the best business laptop. What's impressive about the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon is that it's Ubuntu certified, so you can easily install the Linux distro without running into compatibility problems. The base model of the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 11 has an Intel Core i5 1335U processor, which is a fast 10-core and 12-thread CPU for most business-oriented tasks. You also get the option to upgrade to an i7 1370p Pro processor if your budget allows it. The base model has 16GB of DDR5 memory, but you can go up to 64GB if you pick the i7 1370p model from Lenovo's website. Additionally, you get up to a 2TB SSD for storage. Coming to the display, the 16:10 aspect ratio is good for productivity, but the screen resolution could have been higher than 1920x1200. Or you get a 1080p webcam above the display, which is perfect if you want to use the laptop for video conferencing. Like most business laptops, the ThinkPad Carbon X1 values portability, with the base model weighing just 2.48 pounds. It also has all the essential ports, including 2 USB Type-A connections, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 1 HDMI port, and a headphone jack. All in all, Lenovo's ThinkPad Carbon X1 is an easy recommendation if you want a decently powerful business laptop that can run all your favorite Linux apps. Number 3. Lenovo Yoga 6 Gen 8, great Linux experience at an affordable price. Not everyone is willing to spend thousands of dollars just to use a Linux-powered laptop. Luckily, the Lenovo Yoga 6 Gen 8 is an affordable convertible that doesn't require you to spend a fortune just to work on Linux. The base model of the 2023 iteration of the Yoga 6 includes a Ryzen 5 7530U CPU that has 6 cores and 12 threads with a boost clock speed of 4.5 GHz. However, you can upgrade to a Ryzen 7 7730U processor if you require 8 cores and 12 threads if your workflow demands a faster CPU. The lack of DDR5 RAM is disappointing, but you can multitask on the 16GB and LPDDR4X memory. You also get up to 1 TB of SSD space for an all-around decent experience. The Lenovo Yoga 6 Gen 8's display is a 13.3-inch IPS panel with a 1920 by 1200 resolution and a tall 16:10 aspect ratio. The latest Yoga 6 is very thin and light. You get to pick between aluminum and fabric chassis, with the former being extremely lightweight at 3.02 pounds. The laptop has 2 USB Type-C ports, 2 USB Type-A connections, a 3.5mm headphone jack, a micro SD card reader, and an HDMI port, though the lack of a dedicated RJ45 socket means you'll need an adapter or a hub to use Ethernet on this convertible. With its versatile design, affordable price, and solid performance, the Lenovo Yoga 6 Gen 8 is the best Linux laptop in the $700 price range. Number 2. Dell XPS 13 Plus. Another great choice for a Linux laptop. The Dell XPS 159530 may be our favorite laptop for Linux, but the XPS 13 Plus is no slouch either. It even comes with Ubuntu pre-installed, so you can spare yourself the hassle of configuring Linux on your new laptop. Performance-wise, it's powered by an i7 Xeon 1360p processor and has an Intel Iris Xe integrated GPU, both of which are great for everyday work. You're also covered on the memory and storage fronts, as the laptop comes with up to 32GB DDR5 RAM and a 2TB SSD. Dell provides many display options for this laptop. You can choose the cheaper 1920x1200 resolution display or go for the more expensive OLED panel with a 3456 by 2160 screen resolution. There's also a 3840x2400 IPS option if you value resolution above all else. All XPS 13 Plus models have a 16:10 aspect ratio to improve your productivity. This premium laptop has a full aluminum body and is available in platinum and graphite colors. At 1528mm, the XPS 13 Plus is extremely thin. It weighs only 2.77 pounds, so you won't have any trouble carrying it around. Unfortunately, the compact design comes at the expense of connectivity. The laptop only has 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. To summarize, the XPS 13 Plus is definitely not perfect, but it's a great lightweight laptop with powerful specs. What's more, the laptop runs Ubuntu 22.04 LTS right out of the box if you order it from Dell's website. Number 1. Dell XPS 15 2023, the most versatile laptop for Linux. Dell's XPS lineup of laptops is built for high-end users, and the XPS 15 2023 is no exception. The latest model of the XPS 159530 may not run Linux by default, but it's extremely easy to replace the Windows 11 OS with Ubuntu 22.04 LTS on this laptop. Starting with the specs, the laptop provides grade A performance with up to an Intel i9 9900H processor. With 14 cores and 20 threads, this powerful processor is capable of hitting a turbo clock speed of 5.4 GHz. As for the graphics card, the laptop packs up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070, which is a great GPU for gaming. Plus, you can get up to a massive 8TB of SSD storage besides 64GB of DDR5 memory that has a clock speed of 4800 MHz. The base model has a 1920x1200 screen, but you can opt for a gorgeous OLED screen with a display resolution of 345662160. While the 60Hz display is nothing to write home about if you're into gaming, the tall 16:10 aspect ratio is perfect for productivity tasks. Unfortunately, the 720p front camera leaves much to be desired. Design-wise, the laptop sports the same aluminum finish as the rest of the XPS series. At £423, it's not exactly Dell's lightest laptop, but it's portable enough despite its powerful hardware. It also comes with all the necessary ports, including 2 Thunderbolt 4 connections, 1 USB Type-C port, and a headphone jack. Overall, the Dell XPS 159530 2023 is perfect if you want a Linux laptop with well-rounded features.